In today's video, I'm going to talk about the 10 reasons why modern women are psychopaths. Oh, yeah. Look, I was watching a lot of videos lately. I don't know why. Sometimes I go on these random tangents on YouTube and I take a deep dive on a topic. And so this time I decided to take a deep dive on psychopaths. And damn, there are so many. In fact, 10 of these things fully describe a modern woman. So stick with me, watch the video, and I'll explain this whole topic. And specifically, number six. Number six is the best one that you need to pay attention to. All right. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kane. I'm the Silver Bachelor. This channel is 100% dedicated to dating advice for older guys. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and the notification button because I'm dropping a video every day. Okay, first of all, so that you don't get your panties all up in a bunch, I'm not saying all women are psychopaths, okay? What I'm saying here, and let me just clarify. And by the way, there's no medical diagnosis for psychopath. So I've made a whole bunch of notes on this topic. There's no official medical diagnosis of psychopath. All right. And like I said, when I read through these 10 things, I'm like, damn, this describes modern women to a T. Now, to what percentage that is subjective, right? I don't know how many percentage of modern women fit exactly all these 10 things, but a lot. All right, so bear with me. I'm going to jump right into this. Oh, before I give you the 10 things, there's a very big difference between a sociopath and a psychopath. The sociopaths, which you may not be aware of, are actually easier to spot because though the term says sociopath, they're actually very socially awkward. So today's topic is specifically about psychopaths and the 10 reasons why modern women are psychopaths. Okay. This is a bit of a humor video, all right? Also, I'll just say that. I'm not saying all women are psychopaths, all right? Once again. But when you hear these 10 things, you'll be like, damn, Silver Bachelor's on it again. Okay, so let's just get into this. Number one is psychopaths are born that way. Compared to sociopaths. Sociopaths it's a learned thing. So psychopaths are born this way. And why does this relate to modern women? Because women and men are born a specific way. We have X and Y chromosomes, right? And X chromosomes, whatever. And the thing is, we are just different. We are naturally different. We're naturally born a certain way. So for example, men have more testosterone, so they're naturally going to be more aggressive in nature. Women are born with more estrogen, so they're going to naturally be more emotional in nature, just to say it that way. So that's number one, is psychopaths are born this way. Number two, ooh, that's a good one. Psychopaths are very good at concealing their intentions. Man, I must say, I don't know if this is super related, but I've had so many mixed signals from women. Like in the moment, they will flirt with me. They will give me all the signs that they're interested, like touching me, smiling, looking deep into my eyes. And yet, really, the intention of that particular moment maybe is just they just want attention, or maybe they're filling in the time. So concealing their intentions. And also, by the way, a lot of married men, they get married. So this is wild. Most women, after 5 years of marriage, their desire for their husband drops off a cliff, and no scientific study can prove why. It's not children, it's not financial strain, it's not now they're getting older, none of that. They can't explain why. So, in talking about concealing their intentions, well, if women's ultimate intention is to have a provider, right? But they're not actually really into that guy, maybe that's why studies can't prove that. Why does their desire for their husband fall off a cliff after 5 years? Okay, so number two, psychopaths are very, very good at concealing their intentions. Number three, they have no guilt for harming others in achieving their goals. Now, this is definitely subjective, right? Okay. However, when it comes to dating, you have no idea how many women have actually just gone out on dates with me because they just see me as a sugar daddy. Like, and the thing is, it's not necessarily harm, but they're using me. And so there's a lot of women out there that will use men to achieve their goals, especially if they're younger women and they have financial goals. They want to pay for their school, they need help with their rent, whatever. They will do whatever they can. And in a way, they can actually harm people in the process. Like I said, this one's a little, but I just wanted to share this one. Number four, they function very well in society and they're very social. Again, unlike the social paths, and you can research this, social paths are the more awkward of the two. But psychopaths are brilliantly smart and very social. And that's most women have been my experience. Yes, there's some women and there's some they're very much an introvert. This is number four, is also one that's like a little subjective, but I just thought it was surprising and actually kind of shocking that psychopaths perform very well in social situations. So this one was kind of interesting. Number five is they can have great relationships. So I was surprised about this one. I thought psychopaths were just fucking crazy motherfuckers. But no, they can have great relationships with their friends, with their family, and with their loved ones. So number six, this is the one that I wanted you to see the most or hear about the most is, and again, I keep looking at my notes here. Maybe I need a big teleprompter right in front of me. But so number six is they are masterminds to achieve what they want. They are cunning and they have no real feelings for their lovers. Ooh, this is a stinger. Why is it that so many married men are in sexless marriages? Now, I was in one. I was married for 20 years, okay? And here's the thing. On the one hand, the woman will say she loves you, but yet on the other hand, you're providing, right? You're paying most of the bills, you're being kind, you're being courteous, you're being respectful, and what does she do? She is using you like a puppet because of sex. And most men in marriages have basically sexless marriages, and because women know how to manipulate and they're masterminds at just giving you enough sex just to keep you hanging on because they don't want to lose their benefits, right? However, this all comes to an end eventually because 70% of divorces are filed by women. So, right? So, number six, very, very closely related to modern women and explaining modern women today. They are absolute masterminds, okay? Especially around using sex as a weapon against you. Number seven, they have shallow emotional responses. So how does this relate to modern women? Okay, this is how it relates. When a man is emotional with a woman, like something's really affected him. I'm not grouping all women in one bucket. I'm saying most women. Again, I've been on hundreds of first dates in the last couple of years, and so I know a thing or two about this. And the thing is, when you become emotional as a man, you're crying, you're sharing your weaknesses, you're sharing your failures. Their emotional response is like one of like a vile, shallow emotional response. They're like, oh my God, this guy is actually failing at something. This guy actually has a weakness. This guy actually cries. And if you don't believe me, try it. And even when I was married, it was the same thing. It's like I could not be emotional with these women. And in fact, even dating, I keep my emotions as best as possible to myself because they don't want to hear it. And so number six just kind of struck a chord with me, or excuse me, number seven, when I read that they have shallow emotional responses, and that's the case. when it comes to other men and men revealing being emotionally available, which they want a guy to be emotionally available, but yet when he is, they don't want to hear about his weaknesses. They don't want to hear about his failures, and they certainly don't want to see him cry. All right, number 8 is they plan their acts meticulously. So how this relates to modern women is they are very good cheaters. If they're going to cheat, oof, they've got conversations happening in places that you don't even realize, right? And if they're going to plan an exit from you, they've already been working on this for the last couple of years. So they plan their acts very meticulously. All right. Number 9, this is a big one. They will deceive people by playing the victim, okay? And using others' feelings against them, or they'll use their feelings to get what they want. So it's about deception and playing the victim, and women are best at playing the victim. You know why? Because who would question this little thing, right? This nurturing woman, this caring woman, who would question that she's actually lying and she's manipulating? So number 9, definitely there's a lot of correlations with psychopaths and modern women, okay? And number 10, the last one, is they're successful at maintaining family and work relationships. Like, damn. So I just was like, wow, I had no idea that psychopaths were this actually dangerous, okay? And again, this video, I'm not saying all women are psychopaths. I'm just saying, and you judge for yourself, and I want to hear in the comments, how closely do these 10 things that I just said represent most women out there? Okay, I want to hear from you. Like, is this way off? I know things are all contextual, right? But when I read these 10 things about psychopaths, I was like, shee, man. So leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.